The Kansas City Chiefs keep getting away with this, so we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Kansas City Chiefs news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Kansas City Chiefs sign former 6'3" Lions wide receiver and return specialist Chase Kota. Kota, 24, played his collegiate ball at Oregon and registered 103 catches for 1,380 yards and 9 receiving touchdowns during his 5 years in the Pac-12. After going undrafted in April, Kota signed with the Detroit Lions on a 1-year deal that included $80,000 in guarantees, per Pelissero on April 29th. During the 2023 preseason, Kota recorded 9 receptions on 20 targets for 111 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Kota also had 1 punt return during the preseason and returned it for 28 yards. At the end of the preseason, Kota was released by the Lions. In Week 3, the Chiefs elevated Montrell Washington to the active roster and made him the primary in their 41-10 win over the Chicago Bears. In that game, Washington returned 3 punts for a total of 33 yards. Washington was the primary punt returner in Week 3 because Richie James was placed on injured reserve on September 23rd due to a knee injury. Because of his productivity during his Chiefs debut, head coach Andy Reid announced on Monday, September 25th, that Washington would be the team's primary punt returner moving forward until James returned from IR. Washington, carving out a role for himself on the 53-player roster until James returns, left only 1 wide receiver remaining on the practice squad heading into Week 4. So, the defending Super Bowl champions added Kota to the practice squad as insurance at wide receiver and punt returner. During the blowout win over the Bears in Week 3, tight end Travis Kelce was the leading pass catcher on the Chiefs. Rookie receiver Rashee Rice led all wideouts in catches and yards, and running back Jerick McKinnon caught quarterback Patrick Mahomes' 2 other touchdown passes. Speaking to the media on September 25th, Andy Reid shared his thoughts on Kansas City's receiver room during the Week 3 victory. "I liked what I saw. There are some things we've got to correct on all of them, but there were some good things," Reid said during his Monday presser. "I like the way Rice is coming along, so I mean he's catching the ball well, he's getting up the field. He had the one at the end, that was on him, the interception at the end. But for the most part here, he's doing a nice job. When he has the ball in his hands, he's strong and knows how to get up the field quickly. So that's a real positive, and I think Pat has a lot of trust in him. You can see the development. 24 had a good day, 11 had a good day. I mean, you just keep going through, and the guys I thought played well. 84 had a great catch, a couple of them. I mean, he's been productive. Pat's using all the guys, and they're all stepping up." The first story is Rashee Rice is becoming a huge asset to the Kansas City Chiefs early on. This wasn't supposed to be Rashee Rice's year. As the Kansas City Chiefs' second-round pick, Rice had every reason to expect to figure heavily into the team's long-term plans. An exciting venture for any young pass catcher knowing he'll be receiving future throws from Patrick Mahomes for years to come. But as for the next year, the 2023 season was supposed to be all about learning the play, showing an earlier-than-expected rhythm and rapport with Mahomes that's turning him into the sort of physical pass catcher missing ever since Juju Smith-Schuster accepted a multi-year deal with the New England Patriots last spring. That's not to say that Rice is blowing up stat sheets like this year's version of a Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson. The Chiefs' offense has sputtered to start the year, and even then, Rice is going to be one of several mouths fed. So far this year, he's only caught 10 passes for 108 yards and 1 touchdown. But for those watching closely on Sunday, it was clear that Rice was developing at a faster pace than expected, exhibiting a clear connection with Mahomes and strong pro instincts. Earlier this week, head coach Andy Reid spoke highly of Rice's growth curve so early in the NFL season. "I like the way Rice is coming along. He's catching the ball well," said Reid to reporters earlier this week. "He's getting up the field. He had the one at the end. That was on him, the interception at the end. But for the most part here, he's doing a nice job. When he has that ball in his hands, he's strong and he knows how to get up the field quickly. That's a real positive, and I think Pat has trust in him." Remember that Rice was oh so close to 2 more touchdowns on Sunday. He also earned a modest 7 targets and played over 50% of snaps for the first time this season. The trajectory is definitely headed in a positive direction when it comes to Rice's likely production. Great news for a position that needed someone to step up in the wake of so many veteran departures in the last 2 off-seasons. The third story is Travis Kelce jersey sales jumped nearly 400% after Taylor Swift attended Sunday's Chicago Bears-Kansas City Chiefs game. Taylor Swift's trip to watch the Kansas City Chiefs' Travis Kelce play football Sunday didn't just have the internet talking non-stop. After the 12-time Grammy Award winner's appearance at Arrowhead Stadium, jersey sales for the All-Pro tight end seemingly skyrocketed. According to sportswear and fan merchandise company Sellison told the Associated Press via email.